I'm just gonna go to just chatting now and just talk on Discord.
Poggers.
Now let me ask you a serious question.
All right.
Are you prepared to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is it wrong the way I'm going about meeting people?
Um. Depends.
So I talked to my
I think it's
therapist.
different from person to person.
Yeah, but in your opinion, is it wrong? Because I mean, people can do things differently, but I feel like, you do you. Um, like
I mean,
after I broke up with my ex, I immediately started looking for new people because I'm just not the type to stop and settle down uh, in the way of giving myself time to be alone because I just don't like being alone.
which is perfectly fine. I don't think. See, the whole not waiting thing, I don't even think that's controversial, if you would put it that way. I think where it gets a little questionable is talking to a lot of girls at the same time. But
How so?
um,
Is it because of
I
like
think a lot of
player
people,
vibes type things, or is just like
yeah,
kind of
kind of
messed
like
up?
I think they could see it as mess. I don't know. I mean, every girl's different, but I feel like focusing all your time and energy onto one person that looks like it could be a good match might be better than splitting your energy amongst a lot of different areas and hoping one of them is gonna be epic. But that's just my 2 cents. Like
Okay, but take
I'm
this. What
sure.
if the person, like, what if I'm putting all my energy into everyone at once? Now I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. In the way of like one person might take a little bit to respond, then I can focus all my energy on someone who's responding at the moment.
Right.
Like I'm not
But what
losing
happens?
energy, am I?
Okay, but well then comes the thing of like, what happens if you get attached and form a good relationship with multiple of them? Then what?
Okay, well, I don't think I've gotten to that point. Like,
I know, but that's the reason why I personally would not do something like that. Is because what happens when you get to that bridge? Are you gonna?
but that's like, isn't that like the thing? You wouldn't allow yourself to get to that point. Like, if you're focusing all your energy on one person, then getting to that point, you'll most likely drop everyone else before you get there because you know you're about to get there. Does that make sense?
Mm,
Like if I was
yeah.
feeling like I was getting really close with somebody, I'd most likely cut it off with everyone else before things actually got serious if I felt that things were gonna get serious because like I think I would know if things would go were about to get serious just because I felt like that would be kind of messed up, you
So
know?
if you want, like the girl you're going to get sushi with, if before
If
you ask her to be your girlfriend, you would drop everyone else.
well wait, okay, before no, I'm not saying whoa wait as in like that was a bad thing to say. I'm saying like well that's quite obvious. Like I was never
Well,
planning on being like
well,
asking someone to
I
date
mean that
me as
wasn't
still talking to everyone
obvious though.
else. Is it not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just, see multiple people.
Oh. Oh, you mean asking to go on a date or to date?
I guess those are kind of different, aren't they?
Yeah, like what were you asking?
I don't even know.
Well, if it's to go on a date, I would still talk to other people because I'm not sure if this will work out with her. But if I see it going in a good direction, then I would stop talking to everyone else.
Fair enough.
I'm just afraid to lose all my other options because, I don't want to be
That
stuck
is
again.
true. I mean, yeah, but also, on the other hand, did it really take you long to find matches?
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, even if it didn't take me long to find matches, it took me a while. Okay, it took me like some time to find someone who would actually go out and do stuff, especially during quarantine. Because during
Right.
quarantine, no one's like gonna be willing to go out like as much as they would if quarantine wasn't a thing.
For good reason. But yeah.
For a good reason, yeah. Like the person that I am going to get sushi with is fairly reasonable, as reasonable as I can be, or as I want to be, which is they're like, yeah, I'm okay to go out. I'm just like Like no parties or nothing like super big like that. Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's reasonable, see? But other people, they either just don't want to go out at all, which is fair, or will be like, hey, let's go to a party, which I'm not gonna
Dude,
do.
when are these vaccines rolling out?
When people stop being afraid of them so they can finally go on full like
Dude,
vaccine
I don't know why
release.
people are afraid of vaccines. I mean, dude, the processed food we eat is like pumped up with chemicals, man. Like, I don't.
I feel it's because like no one's advertising vaccines in the way that everyone's advertising food, which is why people eat a bunch of garbage rather than like want to
Well,
take a
maybe
vaccine.
vaccines need to be advertised as they should, which leads back, like,
Okay, well, yeah, they should.
normal society, dude, is what we need again. Actually, I even myself, I'm a little like, not the vaccine. I'm not worried about the vaccine, but I there's pros and cons to both. Not gonna lie,
What, to
from
taking
a
the vaccine?
huh?
To taking the vaccine or not?
No, just to the whole pandemic.
Oh, okay.
I've really like enjoyed the majority of this quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
As like a heavy introvert, I really being able to sit in my room all day, especially for school stuff. Like I like that classes are online and I don't have to like I don't like meeting new people. I
Well,
like
yeah, you have
keeping
like
my
your
my
person.
that's what well no, not just like relationships. I meant like friends too. I prefer to just keep my circle of few people I know and just I'm happy with that. But on the other hand, I can't really even hang out with them because there's nothing to do.
Well, luckily we all use Discord, so it's kind of
That's
like
why. Besides Discord, I'm saying that like can't really do much
that's
because
true.
everything's like shut down.
And if you want to do stuff, you got to plan accordingly to like what might be open or what everyone's able to do and
Exactly.
if everyone's strict or not. Nah, bro. Legit. Okay, yeah. Quarantine was for me was good for the first like few months. Like
I think the highlight was it ending high school, dude, and to just not worrying about keeping those grades up. I was falling
okay,
behind
that
like
the
hell.
only part I liked about that was not having to keep up the grades. Like I was cleared. That's the
Like
only
your
part
grades
I
cannot
enjoyed.
drop. Okay, that's the end of school for me.
Yeah, besides that though, I kind of miss that I couldn't like learn more or like hang out with more friends, you know? Like I feel like there's so many missed opportunities just because quarantine was like
I was
psych.
just annoyed because I was pretty excited about grad night and then also
Oh, I was not.
prom.
Okay,
I was
prom.
going
I
to
I wanted
prom.
I wanted to go to prom.
Yeah, and dude, I didn't get to experience either of those, like the two major high school activities,
I know.
which is kind
Also,
of sad.
there was just a lot of stuff that this I feel like Delago didn't teach me. Like okay,
Mm,
yes, I'm a pretty
go on.
bad student, but I mean in the way of because I talk to a lot of people about like quote unquote adulting and adulting stuff responsibilities, and they're like, "Oh, wow, your school didn't teach you this," or "Wow, like did they never
Wait,
get
can you
to
give me
it?"
an example?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. What's it called? Let's see. Mm, like with college help and college stuff. Like they were supposed to teach us that stuff near the end, but since quarantine and COVID happened, they weren't able to. Am I wrong?
Wait, I don't know what you mean by college stuff.
Like teaching you more about college, getting you college ready, like the things you might need to know when getting into it. Like sure they taught us a little bit, but they were supposed to, I'm pretty sure, teach us. I might be wrong, but then again, I just didn't know enough about it. Uh
Okay,
in
that
like
might.
the final couple
Uh,
months, but the school ended before anything could happen.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you a little bit there, but I think that's because my experience was a little different in college. Because Del Lago, they got to that like how to apply to colleges and all of that, how to fill out your college applications, which was like the main important part, making sure you can actually get in, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like CSUSM actually did a good job covering those bases once you were in. They had the whole mandatory class called GEL, and they basically, they taught you how to be like how to. It was called like lifelong learning. It was how to study, how to manage, what's it called? Not not emotion, mental disorders like depression, anxiety, and stuff related to school, especially
Yeah.
resources you can do. It was basically all about how to like make it through college and even life after that. And I guess Palomar doesn't have something like that, or
No, they most likely do. It's definitely a lot of have to do with just my own personal decisions or just like not uh
Well, mine was mandatory. I wouldn't have taken
Oh.
it to be honest,
See, a
but
lot of Palomar stuff is not mandatory, like all of it. Obviously.
well,
I mean, I'm
it's
in there for
because
free. Like, what, you think they're just gonna be like,
yeah,
it's free, now we're forcing you to do this? No.
yeah, of course. And then also it is only for an associate's degree at the max, right? I don't think you can get a bachelor's there.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So you're
transferring.
since you're not there as long, it's like they don't feel the need maybe to make sure you
They're
know all
like,
this
they
stuff.
won't be here long enough for that. We'll just focus on other stuff. No, I mean, I don't mind. I'm gonna.
2 years
I
goes
wanna.
by quick. I mean, if you think about it, you're gonna be halfway done soon there.
True, but I messed up a semester. But I'm trying on the second
Oh.
semester. I'm doing fairly well so far, besides the fact that I accidentally missed an exam. That was an accident. Um,
No.
but I'm hoping to make up for it by passing everything else. Cause so far I haven't got anything below like like a B. I haven't got anything below a B.
That's good.
Like with all my quizzes, every test, I've either gotten a perfect score or like a 9.5. Um, so all
For
I've
all
got
your
it.
classes?
I'm only got a 1 week or a 4 week class right now for econ, and then I start my other classes in like uh
Dude, 4 weeks is fast.
yeah, but there's so much I have to do. There's a quiz every
Oh, it's
single.
like the same amount of content but packed into
Yeah.
I
uh
see.
that's why the first 2 weeks was like 5 or 4 quizzes
Oh, is
every
this a winter class?
uh no, it's this one just for some reason starts really early.
Interesting.
And when I'm done with that, I'm gonna have like 4 classes that I have to get to. So maybe this was like a good first start. Like a
Mm.
nice beginning class.
Dude, why can't I think? It's like, you know how in math there's like a definitive answer, I guess you could say,
Yes.
but the other classes aren't really like that. Because my other classes are like science and math are both like that, right? But I don't have science this semester, which is good, and then I just have Calc 2 or Calc 1 actually, which I mean I already did in Selstrom's. And I got an A in that, so I mean can't be
Oh.
that bad. So that leaves the only classes to worry about is philosophy, Spanish, and
Wait, you got a
GEO.
Spanish class?
Yes, sir. Spanish 1.
Ooh.
And it's asynchronous, so I don't even have to join Zooms or anything. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Probably just send you lectures and quizzes, and then you just got to do them on
Actually,
your
yeah,
own
I'm not
time.
worried about Spanish. The only class I'm worried about is GEO because I really, really hate public speaking. Like I can't. Like I'm struggling just to get words out right now, dude. When I speak in front of a lot of people, it's no bueno. But that's a memory class, so
The only thing I'm worried about whenever it comes to, and this is just like a really dumb thing to worry about, is like sending my project or whatever, like my speaking role. Like if I'm talking in like a thing in a project and I have it
uh-huh.
like set up, I'm never confident where I'm supposed to send it. Like I know it'll be like send it here to this like submission thing, but I'm afraid like I'm gonna send it to the wrong place and everyone's just gonna see it. It's like a weird fear of mine. That's just like I'm gonna send it to like I don't know a
I
discussion
get
room where it's
you.
not supposed to be, and then everyone sees it, and then I'm just like, well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
It's not even something to be worried about, but I'm just like worried that I'll do something wrong like that. Not even worried about like what I'm saying in the thing, or like as in like
Yeah, yeah, I
submitting
know
that.
what you
Just like
mean.
ugh, I don't get it. It's
To me,
weird.
I just find it dumb that I even have to take GEO. Like, dude, I'm trying to play to my strengths here. I picked computer science so that I can just be my introvert self. But no, the college wants me to
They're
be
like,
good at public
psych, you
speaking.
think you're gonna do that? Haha, no.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm never gonna have to do public speaking besides
Bruh,
in that
I
class.
hate when they try
So.
to do stuff for you and they're just like, don't worry, it's for your future. What if in the future you want to be a public speaker? We're trying to open up possibilities. Bruh, I know I don't want to do that, so just don't make me do it.
The only good thing, well, this is like a good. It's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. So with COVID being COVID,
Yeah,
um, I don't actually have to give my speeches in class to the class,
the
but
good.
rather I have to record them and submit them.
That's 10 times
But
better.
n- you know, anxiety wise, it is better. However,
However,
I also am the type to like if I like stutter, I'm gonna record the whole video again, like all 10 minutes, and like I don't. You know, like it might
Mm.
cause me to take up a lot of time in my day that I don't want to be taking up. Because rather than just doing all right, I'm gonna want to keep recording it until it's like how I want it to be.
I
You get
get you. I
me?
get you. But I mean, would you not stutter when you're like talking in like an
I
actual?
would, but that's why that's also a good thing because it's a one and done. I like if I messed up, I'm not gonna think back on it. I'll be a little bummed out at first, but then that's it. I'm done. You know?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I feel like there's ways around that. Like, you know the parts in like, and you've seen a TikTok where it's just like, oh, if you say the word watermelon over and over again, it looks like you're saying it. Or you just like voice over something, and then you just don't have to do it. You know, like people will think
Oh,
that you're saying it, but I mean, there's no way for them to know. And like, why does it matter? They
it
see
would look
you. The
kind of
information's
weird,
out there.
no?
Well,
Watermelon, watermelon.
as long as you're getting the information out there, they're seeing you there. Like, is there like a rule against that?
Yeah, there is because it's it's
Oh, I
public
guess you're
speaking
saying.
class,
Oh,
right? So
yeah, yeah.
you're being graded on eye contact, on being able to not read like the whatever notes you have in front of you. You know, it's like it's not just giving a report. That would be like history. This is I'm sure if it was like yeah, when I had English or whatever it was called, GEW last semester, I did just do a voiceover over like a Google Slides and that was fine. But public speaking is being you have to be able to actually like
Bro, you're not trying to be an English major. Why are they trying to make you do that?
I know, man, it's crazy. Just let me
Luckily,
take
I
my
just got basic
classes.
classes. Hmm. Like a computer programming class. Diego said Diego failed that class. I don't know how.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
he
know
was
how either,
studying
dude.
that. Like he was
It
legit
was
doing that on his own time, and he
yeah,
wasn't
it was
able to
his
do that.
major, and now he's switching majors, I think.
Yeah, he was like, I realized it was boring, and I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, computer science is it's interesting because I mean, some people might think it's boring, but the sky's the limit. You could literally create a world. You could
No,
create
yeah,
an AI. Like
I do
that's why
really like
I'm in
that.
computer science because I like the concept of being able to design and put together a game or something.
Yeah.
Maybe working on
Is that
a
what you
game
want to do?
development team. Yeah, game development, I think it'd be pretty sick. Mm-mm.
Bro, I'd love to do that. The thing I'm just like, if I could just cure my loss of motivation that ends everything so quickly, I would be a god. I'm telling you right now, I would end the world. But my but luckily the world has put a little stop on me. It just ruins, and I just don't have motivation for anything. So it all goes away. Also, where the hell's my chapstick? My lips are like so chapped. Ugh. But yeah, I wish I had motivation. I don't know how to change that. Working
I
on
don't
things
think you
little by
can.
little. That
Not
doesn't
to
help.
sound like no, listen, listen, listen.
That doesn't
That
help.
that sounded bad. That sounded bad. But I don't think motivation is something you can force.
Well,
I
it's not
think when you find something,
that I
I
truly
know
want to
you
do.
felt passionate about a lot of things, I'm sure, but I think when you do something, you'll know. Like when you find the right thing, I think you'll know. You'll be like, dude, this is it. You get me?
Well, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, but I feel like, is it? Do you think that's connected to the fact that, like, when I feel super passionate about something, if I get like, I don't know, like if there's an obstacle that ruins my momentum, I just stop. Like I can't keep going.
Oh, so that like I get what you're
Like
saying.
remember that one time I was down to record a video about just a box.
Right.
My entire momentum was ruined when, for one, my mom got really mad at me for trying to take a box and throwing it on the roof. Uh, and two, like I couldn't record the right videos that I wanted to record, so I had an obstacle, and it just went in my right when my momentum was ruined, I just lost all passion for it.
Mm, well, that's
Like I'm the pinnacle of spontaneous, except I spontaneously combust if someone stops me. Like I'm very easy to
hmm.
just like stop in my tracks. Like I was very, very, very like quick to join a pyramid scheme, but my mom said, no, I don't want you to do that. And it ruined my entire like spontaneity of or of
You
passion
joined a
that I
pyramid
had.
scheme?
I was about to. But I
Really?
but I'd stopped because my mom said no, and I got really mad because I was like, she doesn't believe in her own son, and then I was like, well, I guess
No,
I'm
I
not
think
doing
that
it.
was good of her of stopping you.
It definitely was, but
Pyramid schemes end up making you less money than minimum wage jobs
well,
on
yeah, for
average.
sure, and the likelihood of you succeeding in it won't is very, very small. That's
Yeah.
why the people who start it are like, look at us, it worked. Yeah, because you didn't have anyone above you. You just had to go for it. Um,
And that's the way it works. I mean,
yeah,
it's the sad reality.
for sure, for sure. If you ever wanna, whenever you get the opportunity to join a pyramid scheme, just think, I can do that myself. I don't need to join a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, start your own pyramid scheme.
Yeah, make people do it for you. Because if they can do it, that means you can too. Just gotta find someone as dumb as you would have been. Ugh.
And the basis of a pyramid scheme is a really smart idea, unless you're not on the top.
Yeah, like it works if you're the one who started it. But like, for some reason, people like the idea or just prefer being controlled. Or like, okay, it's not controlled, but you know the thing that we were watching with Bandersnatch, the idea
Yeah.
that you, I guess, you think you're in control, but you're just giving the illusion of choice, right? That's what this is. You're given the illusion of choice. You're not really the one in control. You're not the one making the money, really. You know, the people above you are the one doing everything, having all the power. It's kind of just
That's
like,
what's ridiculous because Evan's kind of in a pyramid scheme.
what?
And we've all because he's always trying to recruit us. It's Cutco, like selling knives. And it's just ridiculous. He's like, "No, guys, you don't understand. It's amazing. Like they let me keep like 5% of the money or something." I'm like, "Evan, you're literally doing all the work. You're finding the clients, you're giving them the pitch, you're selling it to them, and they're letting you get like 5%? Like, do you hear yourself? Just sell it, like make your own product and sell it if you can do all this work." Because he really, he spends all day like going through like the phone book or
Wait.
whatever, calling up people, giving them presentations, and it's just ridiculous. Like
Bro,
I'm like,
get him
dude,
into
you're not.
marketing. He could just take that phone book that
That's
they
what
were
I'm
using and do
saying.
it himself. Like he could make so much more money. Like has he
That's
has
what
he
I'm
has he actually
saying,
sold stuff?
dude. Yeah,
Bruh, if he can
but he
sell
would
stuff on
he would
his
make a
own,
lot
he
more,
can
and he
he can do
makes
so
like he
much.
makes decent money. He's made like thousands of dollars because of how much work he's putting into it.
Well, I guess
But
the
like when you,
hardest part would having his own product, right? What would he
well,
sell?
I guess, but dude, the knives that Cutco sells are super overpriced. They're like hundreds of dollars for a couple knives,
Are
and
they
they're not
good?
like they're just like standard knives. I don't know, like he
Uh,
just makes them sound good in his little pitches. But that's why if he can make like this overpriced seem reasonable to buy, I'm sure he could find something of his own to sell.
Dude, that would be so pro. Like get out of that pyramid scheme, make yourself more money. I mean, in the process, you can keep going, I guess, if it makes you money. But like, I'm sure there's like some sort of inspiration that can be got from that to help you start your own thing, or like
He's
get into marketing. I mean,
justifying it
he
because I
seems
think,
like he's good at it.
yeah, because I think he is eventually getting a promotion. But like I don't think and it does sound good when you just give it a first glance. Like, oh wow, he's making good money and he's getting promoted and all that. But when you realize how much time and effort he's putting into this thing, he literally could have gotten a different job and made more money. Or
Yeah,
like if you really like sales, start your own business and he probably could have made more money. Probably could have had a whole company going, like.
exactly.
And that's the whole point of those schemes, that you take advantage of people who enjoy working hard or whatever, and it's not good.
Yeah, they enjoy making money and thinking they're gonna get places with the way that they are. But it's not how it works. I mean, the people above you gotta make money somehow, and the best way they know how is from using other people. And I wouldn't say it's wrong, it's just the people who are falling for it are kind of just, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
on them, right? This is still a business, and they're not at the top.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. Exactamundo. Bro, I have 51 followers now. I'm just saying, popping
Wait,
off.
that's good. Also, what's your current major, by the way?
Business.
Ooh,
The thing I don't like about it though,
is
the numbers. The numbers, Mason.
the numbers, Mason?
Maybe I
What's
should.
wrong with
I don't know.
like
I'm
the
so like
math or
no, I don't care about the math. It's just like
well, I don't know what you mean by numbers.
equilibrium, the increase or decrease opportunity costs, bro. I feel like I could do stuff without having to know that. Like I want to know
Um,
something else, but maybe this I'm just not supposed to be going into business.
well, I will say the stuff you just listed that you don't feel like you have to know is very important when it comes to
No, I know that.
okay,
I don't know.
okay,
I'm
good.
not having as much interest because econ. I mean, econ is the main thing when it comes to business. It's the economy. But if I'm not finding interest in it and literally zooming through it just by
Well,
I'm
tell
not
me what
really
part you are interested about business.
the business. I like okay, wait, let me rephrase. Um, I want I want to own a business. Okay.
Okay.
But I want to I don't know. Like I want to maybe it's marketing. I just want to get something out there
A
so that I have
product
something to
or
show for. But not even just something to show for, like I need to like have recognition for something. I just want to be able to have an impact on people's lives, through something I enjoy doing. Like if I can make someone happy by, I don't know, making a product
dude,
or
that's exactly Serena's response when I asked her why she switched to business major. She
what?
basically said that exact same thing. She's like, I don't care what it is, like a product or a service, but she wanted to have an impact on people's lives and like be able to do something.
Yeah, I don't like
Uh,
I know it's super vague, but I just can't think of it. Like
no,
I'm
it's
not
not
there
vague.
yet.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not there yet. I'm not like at the point where I can tell you what it is I'm interested in. That's why it's all in the air. That's why I'm just trying to learn right now what interests me enough to pursue. Like I have a lot of interest, but I have nothing that's like for sure what I want to do, which is weird because I feel like I've done a lot, but then again I haven't done nearly enough. I just can't. I don't know. Like podcasting, that's fun, but I haven't. I can't. It's not easy to be consecutive with it.
Nor is it easy to make a business, sadly.
Yeah.
So I think um the whole thing with like YouTube and Twitch and all that is it's very, very hard to become popular now, even though because there's just so many like every day there's probably like thousands of channels being created. You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
It's so
Everybody
hard to
wants to
like
be
grow
the
an
top
audience.
streamer. Like I watched this one guy and he made a very good point. It's the sad truth, but it makes a lot of sense. Like he is probably one of the top streamers that everyone knows about.
What's his name?
Uh, Ludwig.
Okay.
Um, and he like if you just explain to someone what he does, you could easily be like, I don't know, he speed runs a game, he reacts to stuff on Reddit, watches YouTube videos, he talks to people, plays games, something everyone does. But his personality is more out there. He's like your average streamer, and people are out here doing the same thing that he's doing and getting zero results. The reason being is that if you want to actually become a streamer in
You
a
need
world where
different.
literally everyone's trying to be streamers, no, not just having to be
Oh,
different. I mean, sure, different is good, but literally everyone's doing everything. I'm talking about being above average, like being like exceptionally good at like what you're doing. Like if you want to be one of those streamers where Ludwig is, you have to be better than he is or what he's doing.
I
And
think
it's
the
so
other.
difficult, but it's the like what do you expect to do? Like be
Well,
the
I
same
think it's
way?
more than just that
Well, no, it is,
because
but like that's just like
yeah,
in
that's
that
I think
specific
that's
way.
how you maintain an audience, right? That's like
Well, yeah.
if you can be better than the average streamer, then yeah, people see your channel and they'll want to stay there.
Yeah, because there's
I
already
think
people that I'm watching that like why would I want to watch someone who's smaller if I already enjoy someone who's
exactly,
bigger?
exactly. But the other part of the equation I think is kind of you kind of have to be a clout chaser, which I know a lot of people. I feel like it's kind of like shameful to a lot of people to be like plugging yourself everywhere and like trying to get like try to get well-known people to like to give you a shout out or something, but like leaving comments in YouTube videos like, "Hey, check me out." And a lot of people get annoyed by it, and it's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, this is annoying." But I think it's the sad reality that you kind of have to do that almost.
But there's better ways of doing that. Like I understand the way that you're saying, uh,
Well, I'm
like
not
the,
saying those methods specifically, but
oh
I'm
no,
just
I know, I
saying
know, I
any
know.
form of clout chasing, I think you kind of have to do at
Yeah,
this
but I
point
feel
in
like when you're
time.
using the word clout chasing, it's a term that has stuff surrounding it, such as like I don't know, literally only going for people because you know it'll get you views or you know it'll get you out there. But I mean, there's a like I feel like the best way that's not, I guess, frowned upon is networking with people. So like small streamers such as like myself, people who only get like one or two viewers, networking with them because if you build a community with people like who are as small as you, like you'll slowly build it up because you know that'll be your community. That'll be the people that you know. Because like sometimes you see big streamers and they're like, "Hey, it's Big Man 217. How you hanging?" You know, and that guy was probably just some dude that they met when he was like only the smallest streamer. You know, I just learned or I watched some video and this dude just said, you know, network with people who you don't know, like build a community, and whenever you get streaming, they'll probably get on and watch you, and you know, maybe host them, and sooner or later you'll get a really big following of people that you know, and then you know you'll build up from there. If you're able to talk to a bunch of different people, then you can most likely, and if you like, I guess, advertise on personal stuff, you know, be confident with what you're making, you can definitely get a pretty big following. It's not easy, but I mean, nothing's easy if you want to succeed.
That is true.
Like, I don't expect to get big just by streaming here for 7 hours. I literally haven't advertised at all. I've been doing the same thing over and over again, but it's just because I'm bored. Like, I'm not expecting to
Right.
get people just from doing nothing. But, you know, I can do something with the videos or with the stream by editing the clips and doing what I want and putting effort into posting them if I really wanted to. But I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I'll post the talk that we're having now as a podcast episode.
very unformatted one.
Yeah, but like it's entertaining.
Do
I mean,
people
I would
like
find it entertaining.
unformatted? I don't know what people like, honestly.
Well, what do you like?
Uh, Actually, the only thing I ever watch on YouTube, because I feel like I spend so much time on the computer that I rarely even have time to like watch YouTube these days. But
Yeah.
I basically only watch this podcast channel, and they have a variety of podcasts. But I
Hello?
think my favorite ones are their unformatted ones. They just talk about like it'll literally just go on for like 3 hours of them just talking. They're usually pretty entertaining. I could watch those and
No,
not get
yeah.
bored for 3 hours.
Those are well, I mean, yeah, not get bored or have something in the background while listening to them.
No, like, it's my full source of entertainment.
Oh,
Like,
you'll just like sit down and listen to them and do nothing
yeah,
else?
I just sit down and listen to it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's true. I mean, for the most part, whenever I put on a podcast, I usually have something on the side, like a game or
No,
on
I
my
know. I think
phone.
most people do that, but for me, I really I get entangled into their conversations.
What are they
You know,
called?
H3H3.
Yes.
Yeah, their podcast channel is pretty poppin' now. It's like they call it
Oh.
the H3 Renaissance because his main channel he never posts anymore. But they have like 4 episodes of podcasts a week. They're all different stuff.
I'm actually kind of down to just post this because, like, I mean, I just like talking about random stuff, especially when it just like goes on. Because this kind of stuff, you don't need a script. It's kind of just like you're bored, you're talking with a friend, and I don't know. It's entertaining to listen to how people's minds think and what they feel about stuff. You know, it's like I don't care what they're talking about. I just like that it's interesting.